type of witchcraft shape-shifting wig this is, but I like it. Y'all, we are back with another Wigiana. This is going to be another Outre lace front. This is the perfect hairline, fully hand tied, 13 by 6 inch lace wig in Cheyenne. So she looks super cute, super bohemian, super laid back. She's so cool, cute, and fun. Everybody wants to be her, but nobody wants to see her. I do have it in the color 1B. I love these kind of boxes because they're just really chic. Although I got a 1B, they have a lot of pretty colors. So yeah, it comes in cream soda, Havana brown, chocolate cream, cinnamon wine, Cajun spice. Oh, I love Cajun spice. Honey, that is my color. Ginger mahogany, we also love a ginger, and golden amber. So outside of, again, your 1s, your 1Bs, your 2s, you do get options, oranges, blondes, browns, and reds for everybody, depending on what you are going for. The inside is just basic information, you know, them wasting paper, let's be honest. And the part that's gonna scare me about this wig is this faux scalp that they put in here. I've seen a lot of other reviews where people cut this out, so that's what I'm probably gonna end up doing, because that's just going to be annoying for me. Okay, why would y'all put that in there? I mean, I get the concept, but stop that. I feel like the wig companies are trying to outdo each other, and they're like, well, we can put in faux scalp, and it's like, nobody asked for that. No, literally nobody asked for that. Okay, so she's pretty long. This is my type of hair. That wavy, effortless, or the big and curly, those are my two favorite type of wigs. Because other than you know, getting the front together, you really don't have to do much. And then, of course, I always keep the net. Ooh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I love it. I love it already. Oh my gosh, it's so soft. This is so pretty. These ringlet type curls. Oh, and it's super duper long. Oh, yes, ma'am. This is summertime fine hair. And I do see where you get the space in the cap. I guess you can create a side part or you can create a middle part. This is a 13 by 6. The hairline looks good, you know. Okay, it's this extra. Go to cut it off, you can see where the normal scalp kind of is. It just feels extra and excessive. So if you can see through that, yeah, we're gonna cut that off. And we do get an elastic band in here, so quick wig specs. We love an elastic band, honey. I'm so glad wig companies have started to put this in for us, especially if you don't wanna use the combs like I do. I hate them combs. I hate the combs. No, ma'am. There are combs in here if that is your jam. There are 2 in the front, boom, boom, and there's 1 in the back. And you get the elastic band and you get adjustable straps. So I guess they're saying ain't no reason why your wig should be coming off. By the time you lay it, spray it, comb it, band it, tighten it, Hotel Trivago, your wig should be good to go, okay? Ain't no reason why it should be sliding. Now she does come with baby hairs already there, but you know how they go. They're hard to find once you start going all up in the lace, so worst come to worst, we'll have to create our own, but I'm gonna try to keep the integrity of the baby hairs and see what I can do. I might put some mousse on them or something so I can see where they are. But if not, girl, like I said, we're gonna make it do what it do, baby. Okay, that faux scalp was ingrained in this wig. like racism in this country. Anywho, we're going to go install her. So I'm gonna show you that process, and then we're gonna come back and I'm gonna give you my final thoughts on the Wigiana. Let's go. All right, so we are just going to pop her on just so I can gauge how she is going to look on my head. It looked pretty good, and as you can see, she was giving scalp, she was giving part, okay? Now, I will say, every time I lay a wig for the first time, it's trial and error, only because you really do have to mold these to your head. They do not just come ready to wear out the pack, at least not these lace frontals. Don't think that. You will be setting yourself up for failure. So I decided to keep a lot of the lace on because I wanted to keep the baby hairs, and it worked out okay. You know, we're laying and spraying with our yellow got to be. That's all I'm using on top of the lace, and then I'm blow drying. However, again, first time is always a toss-up. I'm going to tie this down with an elastic band, and we're going to give it 10 minutes, and we're going to roll back through and take it off and do baby hairs. Now, when you are doing these wigs that are the 13x6, you really do have to pay attention to how the hairline is set up and how the inside of the cap is set up as far as, you know, the color of the lace. You want to make sure that you're coloring all of that so that it does not look ashy. And I know right here, girl, you're probably like, what the hell are you doing with your baby hairs, with your edges? But again, this is all trial and error. I trim them down as I go. That is the smartest thing to do, because if you cut them too short and you hate them, you stuck. Because where we going to get some more edges? I don't know. They ran out, okay? So I'm just taking my edge brush, placing down that styling snot, and just forming the baby hairs and the edges to my liking. Again, I feel like the lace melted okay, but it could have been better. And let me just say, I love this wig. Oh my gosh. Before I get too excited, this is as much lace as I cut off. This lace is hella soft. My goodness, it is so comfortable. I don't feel anything. Like, it has conformed to my head. I always have to tailor my wigs, as everybody should, to their head shape, because sometimes it's just too much lace. Of course, I did color the lace. I added my e.l.f. bronzer in Constantly Bronze. This is the primer infused bronzer. It feels really, really good. So no complaints on the lace. They did the damn thing. I mean, and speaking of lace, baby, you know, of course, if you all up on me, you're gonna see it because it's not non-existent. But it's melting. It's giving what it's supposed to have gave as far as lace is concerned. It's melted, girl. It's like, I don't care what nobody say, it's a land. You see it. So let's get into what I love. I love these curls. You can use your hands and go through this. If you need to detangle it, you can maneuver through it and it's not rough. This is not a dry feeling wig. This feels very moisturized, and it's giving that vacation curl. You know, when you laid up on the beach in that little cabana chair and that water is flowing, you visualize with me. Okay, and that nice fun cabana boy brings you over something in a coconut, okay, maybe a pineapple, and you flip your hair like, oh my gosh, thank you. You see it. And the curls at the top are very consistent until you get to the bottom, which I don't mind. They kind of taper off and go a little straight. Now, some people may not like that, but I love it, and here's why. Because when you're getting to the bottom of the hair, if you do need to brush it out or comb it out, you won't be disrupting the curl pattern. If the curl was the same all the way down and you brushed it out, it might travel up and ruin everything else you got going up here. So I appreciate that they put enough thought into making the bottom not like the top. And even if you trim this down, you don't want it this long, it'll still look pretty once it's maybe up here, because again, you didn't disturb all the curls. This is a silky textured wig, but it's not shiny. And it's not gonna give you yucky. It's not giving us that beautiful natural texture that we love to see. The density, fire. This feels so light. I mean, it just feels so lightweight. I'm not feeling weighed down. I did use the baby hairs that came on it, so I didn't have to go in, which I was glad, because I did not want to disturb the curls. But I was able to kind of move them out the way. I was really meticulous about how I cut the lace, so I didn't cut them off. And they worked really well. They are thin enough. You just have to cut them down if you don't want them super long, because they hella long. And I get why they do that, to give us some options. Once you kind of trim them, they lay really, really nicely. They're not too thick. They weren't, you know, just doing too much. The hairline, I didn't pluck. Look, I've just started doing baby hair, so your girl don't be plucking, okay? That's not my ministry. But this hairline is stunning. For me to not have plucked, for me to not have done bald cap, you know, I just have on a wig cap, it's doing what it needs to do. Okay, so the part that makes me most excited is, like, normally I have to define my, I normally have to define my part. But with this, baby, I can let it go, let it go. A part never bothered me anyway. I can really let it do what it wants to do. And I love a free-forming wig. But because these curls they're together but they're separated, it's so easy to flip. Like you can see, I'm running my hands through it. I'm really not getting many tangles, many snags. Of course, I'm gonna get a few because this is curly hair. So you see how my hand kind of gets stuck? All you have to do is kind of pull it apart and let it fall back into place. Baby, and you can switch your hair from the left, this is my right, from the right to the left, and from the left to the right. You can put it in the middle. You can even put it up. Now, there is a stopping point because this is a 13x6. You will kind of hit the threshold of where you can part it. But if you use the flip over method and you don't create a hard set part, you can flip it until you can't flip it no more. So I don't have a set part, but I was able to, you saw, just bring that baby on over to this side of the fence. And we love that. And as long as you lay your baby hairs on both sides, if that's what you want to do, you can be outside and the wind is blowing and it just looks effortless. And then I'm gonna try to show you guys. Of course, I would probably hot comb the root of it a little bit so it would lay. But same deal. You know, of course this isn't gonna be perfect, but here's the middle part. Baby. Woo! Yes, ma'am. See how you can do like a girl, let a ringlet fall, or you can put it all up and do one of those. You can put it in a bun. I can put it in a bun. Like, you got options, baby. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb because, baby, she's a long one, okay? I'm 5'2" for reference, so I'm a shorty. And this is coming like past my waist, almost to my hip. So I'm gonna say this is about 24 to 26 inches. It's not quite a 30. Briefly going back over that monstrosity at the beginning, yeah, didn't need this at all. Didn't need this at all. This faux scalp, it's a no. And luckily it doesn't affect my view of the wig because I was able to cut it out. But I just think they need to cut it out and leave this out, okay? Thank you. As you can see, like, the scalp looks fine without that. It looks, I mean, I put my powder in it and it is okay. It is not going to mess up the wig if you take out that faux scalp. Now, I will link the wig down below. I believe I ordered from Ebony Line. I ordered this wig when I ordered a bunch of wigs like months ago. So I'm kind of late, tardy to the party. As far as cap size, this is definitely big head friendly. I actually believe it's big head friendly because of all that lace that was on it as well. But I didn't fix my adjustable straps. Again, I always like to leave them where they're at so I can really judge. I did not use combs. I just laid and sprayed. And I did use the elastic band that came on the inside. So that is also a plus. We love an elastic band. Put them in all the wigs, please. This wig is going to be great across the board as far as, you know, a medium-sized head, a smaller head, an average head, a big head. Because I kind of did the flip back and forth for y'all to show you the dimensions of the wig, I'm not gonna do a full 360, but I am going to turn around so you can see how it looks in the back. So do I foresee this wig tangling? Absolutely so. It is synthetic at the end of the day. that neck area is always gonna be a weapon that is trying to form against you and prosper, all right? But it probably will take a while before this just gets a ratty mess, because I don't know how they did it, but it's so versatile, yet it still keeps its shape. I don't know what type of witchcraft shape-shifting wig this is, but I like it. So that is the end of this review on Miss Cheyenne. Again, go pick her up. Just go pick her up. Let me know what you think down in the comments. If you did enjoy this video, if you enjoyed the content, if you enjoy me, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It helps your girl out a lot. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for stopping in and popping in. It never goes unnoticed or unappreciated. And if you are not a member of the Trice Tribe, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Also follow your girl on my social platforms. Everything is andthatisTrice, my Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Stay safe, stay beautiful, and I will see you beauties in my next one. Bye, y'all.